Welcome, my dear friends, to the third and final part of my self-found hardcore sorceress. Today we'll be looking into hell difficulty and all of its challenges.
Fuck this dweeb, the real Toby is here to walk you through hell. Alright, what's up folks, and I won't even need my reading glasses for this video, cause I've got enough self-esteem to read it all and not give a shit about what you think. I'm just kidding, I can't talk for shit without a script. So, fuck that, I'm proud of being able to read. Anyway, table of contents here, timestamps in the description, and your attention here. Stats. If you're a boss like me, put everything into strength. Or enough for spirit shield, at least if you're a pussy. Next, put some into dexterity, gotta get that block up to like 50%. Now, of course, you plebs might be wondering why not 75%, and the answer is simple. Mathematically speaking... Something about diminishing returns? Block variance being high? Should get some health? Oh, I can't understand shit about this. Just go ask this guy. He's making vids on YouTube as well. He's got a freaking PhD in physics and he knows math. Me? I just drink and play games, damn it. Skills. Right, so you've got Frozen Orb maxed out, Cold Mastery to whatever level to get that sweet minus 100 cold resistances, and don't ask why, just go watch my Nightmare video where I explain that with amazing comparisons. So, now you're pushing points into Fire Tree for synergy damage. You can focus on either Meteor or Fireball, both are kind of fine. Meteor gives you damage, while Fireball is better utility. It has plenty of damage as well, so probably just focus on it. Now, the synergies are quite fucked up. Somebody left a comment last year saying the sum of hard points into synergies like Fireball or Meteor should be equal or higher to the Fire Mastery level. But then I'm like, I've got a PhD in Diablo. I can do a mathematical quantitative analysis on Google. I went ahead and did that. Breakpoints. 105% faster cast rate and maxed out resistances, no discussion, must be taken care of before entering into hell difficulty. Next! 60% faster hit recovery. Now, I personally like to treat my sorceress as a lady, so I like upping it up to even 86%, but people do accuse me of being overprotective, so test it yourself. You can start hell with less than that, but this is high on your priority list. 1.5k health with battle orders along with 50% block is a reasonable number to aim for. Of course, you'll have to start hell with less, and I put a slight priority on block, but it's a blurry line there. 45% damage reduction because Shaco and Storm Shield are OP. Of course, you can start hell with less, but get this as soon as it's realistically possible, in other words, Hell Mephisto. Mercenaries. I like my mercenaries like I like my women, buffed and half naked. Well, this video is going to be fun. What the fuck? Sure, Act 2 Holy Freeze or Might are nice, they deal more damage, they're probably even tankier due to mercenaries overall being so reliant on lifesteal, but they can't use Lawbringer. And let me tell you the difference between Lawbringer and Reaper's Toll. It's not only about Decrepify, it's about the Sanctuary Aura. What is this Paladin Aura that you've never used in your life before? Who cares? It knocks back all undeads. Knocks back all undeads. Souls, dolls, Pindleskin wannabes, all of them gone out of your screen with their attacks being interrupted. Case closed. And if you still feel like reopening it, remember, getting Reaper's Toll is rather impossible before Hell Mephisto anyway. And if you still feel like a macho, like my PhD in Diablo is meaningless, and want to go with the Act 2 mercenary, at least pick Holy Freeze for hardcore. The damage from Mercenaries is useless anyway compared to the shit ton you're dishing out yourself, so Holy Freeze will at least chill all enemies including cold immunes, and they won't be hitting you as frequently nor getting to you as fast. Oh right, almost forgot, use Treachery armor regardless of which mercenary you end up using. That's like the nut budget armor. For helms it's kind of whatever, perhaps a damage reduction helmet, perhaps a lifesteal helmet, it's not as impactful. Items. I'll only go through the items that are quite reasonable to find during your first playthrough, and they're kind of like the bare minimum of goodies you need to be able to comfortably play through the entire difficulty. Now there's quite the blurry line between how many items you actually need to feel comfortable, and it heavily depends on your own personal skills. So if you're a horrible noob at this game, where the hell have you been the last 18 years? Wait till the act by act section and I'll tell you where to get those items. First of all, Storm Shield, damage reduction and massive block. This is the best in slot. Period. Next up we have Shaco for obvious reasons. 2 periods. Third, I would name Thunder Gods just because Burning Souls are one of the most dangerous monsters in the game, and unlike something like Dolls or Frenzy Minotaurs, you can actually itemize against those souls. So Thunder Gods pretty much grant you full immunity to them. Another item is Viper Magi, it just has too many good stats to pass up. Women's Period. And then we have Cold Charms for obvious reasons, just like Shaco. And yeah, it's not easy to find, but I'll tell you more about this in the act by act section. Wizard Spike takes care of resistances, mana and faster cast rate, so you can focus on other stuff with the rest of your gear, like damage reduction on your helmet and belt, and so on and so forth. And lastly, there's Guardian Angel. This may be debatable, but it's a very well-rounded item, so I thought I'd include it anyway. This coupled with Wizard Spike is what I actually used to make this playthrough during these series myself. Now, with all that said, we're on to the final part of the video, act by act section. Act 1, spend time on farming Countess to get those mid-runes for Treachery on your mercenary, because if you're in Act 1 right now, I'm guessing your mercenary has died at least 5 times while you were watching this video. Speaking of watching this video, have you pressed the like button yet? You can farm up Lawbringer and perhaps Smoke as well there. Once you're done, continue on to farming Andariel, spend a bit of time on her, don't treat her like a one-night stand, and get to truly know her. The bare minimum you need is 105% FCR and max out resistances before moving on to Act 2, and I know I've said don't get into Hell difficulty if you don't have those, but farming Nightmare Mephisto can be a huge pain in the butt just because you don't have Magic Find, and if you were running as horrible as me during these series, you could have done 100 Nightmare Mephisto runs and yet not being anywhere close to 105% FCR with maxed out resistances. Act 2. Fuck Duriel, fuck Maggot Layer, fuck this entire act. Act 3, congrats, you've made it. Now farm Lower Cuirass until one of your eyes start bleeding. Get that for a Cold Charms, a Vex for Heart of the Oak would be nice as well, not as mandatory though. Once you've done that, continue on to Mephisto to farm until your other eye starts bleeding as well. Get all the core items from the item section of the video. Speaking of this video, have you pressed that subscribe button yet? And once you have that, you should be all set to finish the entire difficulty. Act 4. Keep in mind soul spawn here, I think in Plains of Despair, so be wary of it. Other than that, it should be a rather easy act. Act 5. Keep in mind where souls and dolls can spawn, as well as those Frenzy Minotaur dudes. Other than that, the only thing worth mentioning is the Ancients battle, cause bail after them is nothing more than a mere formality. As for the Ancients, probably reset them until they don't get any of these mods on the Ancients themselves. All of them are super deadly, don't mess around with it. And of course kite a lot. There are essentially 2 strategies you can use apart from some cheesy ones like bugging them with Firewall or respecking in the middle of the battle via plugin. One is use Lawbringer Act 5 mercenaries because he's just strong as fuck. The other is Act 2 mercenary with Insight and Kelpie Snare in your inventory. Insight is nice to save space on mana pause and make sure you have plenty of it for those 10 minutes of kiting, but then once there's all but one ancient left, he's most likely both fire and cold immune, so your mercenary has to take him down. Equip him with Kelpie Snare and your mercenary will be pretty much immortal against him. The 75% slow is insane against anything except Ubers, who have massive resistances to slows. And that is it. That's how you play this game the right way. That's how you play this game the Toby way. So, hit that love button on the video, retweet the shit out of it, press that follow button if you want to see more glorious content coming your way. And in the meantime, I'm saying farewell to you lovely peeps. Hope you all have a lovely day, and see you guys in the comment section. Cheers. Hey, this sounds just like you smashing that subscribe button after seeing this video.